After their miss hit, it just really opened up the whole puzzle to know that they hit exactly 4 years and 4 months after the 2021 October. And that 2021 October was exactly 4 years from the 2017 October, and the 2017 October was 4 years from when I moved in that place. It really opened all that up after their miss hit. That it was all, and then 222 is across the street. It really opened everything up to busting them out over the old addresses where it's just blatantly fucking obvious. And then all the other theories of the dollar hustle, money con, bubonic plague bird pyramid, of the execution entrapment reaper with the represented rats, veterans, and the local fire department execution attack fleas. They all opened up, and then with the Middle Eastern children and marriage characters, with the 6 and 6 apartment to the flower girl and the fence and gas meter, which leads back to the ferryman Grim Reaper. And then, the LAT of child welfare laws that they're violating with the labor trafficking and human trafficking on the other end of exploiting kids of their Kentucky, Frankfurt, Lexington kind. With also Frame the Landlord for murder business, hustle, and Boiler Room 13. But, I wouldn't have realized any of that unless, they miss it, and they are a hamburger. So, they probably took hush money from the middle hallway. All of them. That's probably the coins in the eyes of the ferryman here is all the hush money of their extortion execution attempt. And then all that led to the opening up of knowing the Muhammad Ali Museum to Muhammad Justice, illegal street justice, of them calling me a volunteer dodger, and the Michael J. Fox UCMJ of, in fact, the flux capacitor in DeLorean to try to give me Parkinson's disease with their emergency rescue technology that they're using for the flux capacitor, and the inside jobs of the veterans themselves with 9 and 10 on their side. And it goes on and on with the Bardstown Road America and the rape bait Andre, and next door neighbor NiggerCon, Rape It 4 street hustlers, and backronyms of street names. And their name con on me of the illegal street justice and inside job sabotage. And the fact that in the first one they had Drea, Dirty, Jason, Tavia, Pat, and Chris, and now they have a domestic jigaboo terrorist doing rape punishment as a con hustle. For their moose-faced camel toe female assassin Bloody Mary hit on me, for example. But, like I said, that wouldn't have been known. I was putting the pieces together on the other. I was on Rock and Roll Music Con in the legal gavel handle when they did that on the 2 O's and then the October. But what's the deal? They're left hanging with a no-handled gavel?
Rock roll.
Hey, what do they expect? They threw a Bloody Mary, Hail Mary. I mean, Hail Mary's a fucking Hail Mary. It's like a long shot. It's like a subsidized living long shot. You know, but I guess they weren't counting on the heavy couch that I had alarms with. They had their ambush con hustle Lammy. But, you know, a Hail Mary is not good chances of winning. You know. It's like their TV 49ers Hail Mary with Joe Montana. Hey, it's another UCMJ hit. Breaking the 4th and 9th Amendment. I don't know who they're playing, though. Who is this other team that represents overreach tyranny helpers of the hand of the illegal gavel? The helpers. Who are these agent provocateur, private agent, illegal hired Ohio River boogeyman anyway? What would that other football team be that includes corrupt departments, extortion from businesses, illegally hired citizens to violate rights, illegal veterans hired as neighbors in a top right New England clam chowder kind? You know, well, is their car dealership of neighbor invasive surveillance Nissan? Do they actually have a mock DeLorean in that parking lot? Now, I don't know who the 49ers are playing. But just know I've looked up all the Wiretap Act, device trafficking, or device trespassing, technical support scams that violate, you know, the FTC, Federal Trade Commission, and the CFAA, Computer Fraud Abuse Act. So, and plus I know all the racial significance of nigger CDs that lead to OGs, from the Content Delivery Network to the ISP Internet Service Provider SPICs that lead to the Mexican Wrapper Room, but then with a Middle Eastern modem and an Oriental Asian router to get to the Indian AI devices and the Wi-Fi white people that really they claim have thralled everyone. But yeah, a Hail Mary's a Hail Mary.